And we look at another great career now, a rugby career, which against all the odds became legendary. This was the year Shane Williams retired from the international game, a decade after being told by Graham Henry that he was too small for the modern game. Well, he certainly proved that wrong and leaves behind a whole host of great memories.
Shane Williams, is it a fairy tale ending? Yes, it is! You could not possibly have written the script any better for Shane Williams. All you would have wanted was a Welsh win. It wasn't to be, but the Millennium Stadium rises as one man because the final passage of play goes to Shane Williams. Try number 58 in Welsh colours, and it's thanks for the memories, Shane, and there's another one to add to them.
Incredible feeling scoring a try, but knowing it's your last chance to score it is just fantastic. But it's been a strange all week for me personally. You know, I've just been more excited than I've ever been for a game, certainly more nervous. I can't get over it, honestly. The crowd's been fantastic today, and it has been from the first moment I played for Wales, and certainly no different today. Probably I've never sensed or felt anything like that in my life, to be honest with you. And as you can see, you know, it has been very emotional. I don't usually cry, but I feel like a blubbering idiot sometimes, and I just couldn't stop just now. But no, it's all down to the fans and having my friends and family here today. It's just been a fantastic occasion.
And the man who commentated on that game, and indeed all of Shane's big games over the years, was our rugby correspondent, Gareth Charles, who's with me now. Hi, Gareth.
Hi, Simon.
You know, when you think back to when you first saw a young Shane Williams, did you have that feeling that he would become the legend that he did?
It was very difficult to think so because he was so small. It was incredible. I remember him playing for Neath back in the day, is when Lynn Jones spotted him. Alan Edmonds, of course, the former Neath winger, was coaching up in Amman United and pointed Shane in Lynn's direction. But you knew he had something special. Remember him scoring a hat-trick against Cardiff in Neath colours down at the Knoll. And some of those tries were truly, truly remarkable. And that's what he did time and again for whoever he played for, be it Neath, be it the Ospreys, or be it Wales. And that was a special quality he had. He wanted to play. He wanted to show what he could do. He always wanted to be part of things. He wasn't just somebody who finished well. He was always in the mix, and he could turn games. And you always knew that while Shane was in the team, there was always a possibility of a moment of magic, and he saved Wales on so many occasions.
You spoke to Barry John quite recently here on BBC Radio Wales, and he said that he feels Shane could fit in, or could have fitted into those great Wales sides of the late 60s and early 70s. Do you agree?
Oh, very much so. He'd have loved it, because the one thing that made Shane stand out was that he played in a period of conformity, when the game can become so rigid and patterns of play are what dictates. Well, back in Barry John's day, a lot of it was off the cuff. Yes, it was all set up by the forwards in the first place, but so much of it was off the cuff, and that is what Shane would have loved. And to play alongside some of the greats like Barry himself and Gareth Edwards and JPR coming in from fullback, then he would have loved it. And even though it is extremely difficult, if not impossible, to compare between the ages, then the one thing you've got to say about Shane is that yes, he is there in the pantheon of Welsh rugby. He is amongst the all-time greats.
And you see the wingers coming through now. I'm thinking George North in particular. Pretty massive. Yeah. They're monsters. Will we see the likes of Shane Williams again?
I fear not. I don't think we will. Yeah, George North, Alex Cuthbert is another one. And not just in Wales, of course, all over the world. That is the norm by now. But I think the quick feet, the steps, the turning people inside out, so many tries you can look back on with wonder, against New Zealand in the World Cup, against Fiji in the 07 World Cup, the one against Ireland for the Grand Slam. The one in South Africa, out in South Africa, where he turned them inside out and left poor Butch Watson on the seat of his pants pointing the wrong way. And that's what Shane can do. And there is nobody else that can produce that at the moment, that does produce it. Yes, you've got great finishers in the likes of Chris Ashton, George North, you already mentioned. But the pure magic that Shane brought to the game, that little bit special, that little something extra that other people didn't have and don't have, I fear we won't see again.
It'll be interesting to see what Shane does next, because he is still playing for his region, but he has hinted that he could be a coach in the future.
He wants to, and that would be great. His attitude is something that would be brilliant for the youngsters to pick up on, because it's not just about turning up and glory hunting for Shane. Hours upon hours of training is put in there, and on the field as well. He wants to work. Obviously, he came from a gymnastic background, and that helped him a great deal. And I think that the skills he's picked up in rugby and the life skills he's picked up along the way would be fantastic for a future generation. And the one thing that hopefully would rub off as well would be for Shane to tell them, get out there and enjoy yourself, because he says he's enjoyed every minute he's played in a Welsh shirt, and that is the one thing we can hope he can pass on to the next generation.
Just very quickly, is there one try that stands out for you?
I think the one in that one in South Africa, I love it. I mean, there are so many important ones. The one against Scotland to win us the game, against Ireland to win us the game, but just for the sheer trickery in South Africa against big men and making everybody stand up and applaud.